A Seattle journalist and best-selling author is relaunching a podcast with a brave agenda. It's all about bridging the political divide during a time of widespread polarization in our country. Monica Guzman is here now to share more about her podcast, A Braver Way. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you? Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Please tell us about Braver Way and why you're relaunching it.
Yes, so the core idea of A Braver Way is that we can meet division with strength. So strength in our convictions, strength in our relationships, and strength in our spirit, frankly, because this is a really dispiriting time. Maybe you've noticed. It's kind of rough out there. The reason we're relaunching it now is because we're in trouble, just our whole society. We've got, 62% of Americans who believe that democracy is failing. 37% of us have seen a relationship break over politics. And more people seem to think that the biggest threat to America is other Americans. So if we go on like this without getting curious across our differences, we're not going to see what's really going on. And we're going to keep living kind of this anxious life that I don't think anybody really wants.
No, I was just at a family barbecue last night and someone brought up politics and you can just feel that anxiousness. Even if you agree with what they're saying, it's just like, ooh, I don't know if now's a good time. And that anxious feeling is just hard. I've never felt something like that until the last few years.
That's right.
Feels like.
And a lot of people go to being numb or being outraged, but there's got to be something else.
There's got to be somewhere. We got to meet in the middle. You have 2 episodes out, I understand. So please tell us about your first episode and what that explored.
Yes, so in the first episode, I'm ideologically liberal. My friend April is ideologically conservative. We got together to tackle the big question that people are facing, which is, how do I know what to do in this moment? If I have certain feelings about what's going on in the government, what's going on in my family, do I step back? Do I lean in? Do I try to keep the peace? Or do I try to make a change? So we went all the way down into that theme and came up with some really amazing tools. Maybe one of my favorite was just the conviction to refuse to live a lie. Live as if the truth is true. If you see normalized a behavior that you know is not the right way to be, don't be that, no matter what pressure you sense or feel. And a lot more of your fellow Americans will support that than you think.
What do you think other topics-wise that listeners are going to be really excited to hear?
Well, we launched our second episode last week, and that one has a fun title. It's called How to Let People Offend You. It's with Greg Lukianoff, who is the free speech guy. He is the expert on this stuff. And I think that you'll be persuaded that it's really, really important to let us all say what's really mean. But the next episode dropping July 3rd, I'm really excited about.
Ooh.
It's with a mother and daughter. The mother is conservative Catholic. The daughter is progressive and lesbian. And they join me to talk about the journey, the ups and downs. There were tears. There's a lot of love, and there's tons of lessons. The rupture that happened in their family after Anne-Marie came out. There's a lot to learn just from regular people who have experienced these things in their own lives and found their own way through. And there's a lot of hope as well.
I love when you say there's still a lot of love, there's still a lot of hope, even with these tough conversations. So who is this podcast for?
So this is where I think of my friend Elizabeth Oldfield. She captured this longing that I know a lot of us share. She said, if we are going to go into even more turbulent times, I want to be someone who is of use, not panicking, but steady and hopeful, able to contribute to a canopy of trust under which others can take shelter. And I think that's it. We're offering a path out of the panic. We're offering a way to stay grounded and engaged so that you don't have to go to door A, which is numb, door B, which is outraged, door C, which is just resigned, hopeless. This is never, no. This is our country. It's the 250th anniversary of this country. This country was built as an experiment of constant tension. Like, that's how we hold together, is by making sure that we're making our differences known and felt so that we can keep marching forward. And that is at the level of the family, of your friends, and also obviously at the level of our whole nation. So yeah, a path out of the panic, meeting division with strength. Check it out. We're also a community, frankly, because we don't have all the answers. None of us do,
right.
But we have to come together and learn together to figure it out.
Do you think now more than ever is a good time to not be scared of those hard conversations and really even where to start? Is it like listening to an episode like this, sending it to a friend and then hoping to have some dialogue? What do you think?
I think it's chiefly the dialogue. It's can we be brave enough to actually express the questions we really have, the doubts and concerns, fully, freely, and without fear, to people who may not see it the same way? It's when we do that, when we show the contrast, that we even learn who we are and what we value and what we know the truth to be. So we can only find the truth usefully together. There's just no other way.
How are you finding all of these people that are walking, different parts of life? Like, how are you finding these people to chat with?
Oh, that's a fun question. Well, we're always looking for more ideas. So if anybody's watching and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have a story for Monica? Let me know, please. Find A Braver Way on all the podcast platforms online. We're now on YouTube, so that's new. We're now a video podcast, so I gotta watch how I look and all that. Fine. Also, we're going to the Braver Angels convention this week, and that's going to have 1,000 people equally split between liberals and conservatives, normal, everyday folks from all over the country who know that there has to be a braver way across these divides. So I can't wait to meet them and learn their stories and bring them to all of you.
Absolutely. So before we leave today, I guess just a last thought on just what you want the takeaway.
Ooh, don't lose hope. There's a conservative scholar we're going to have on the podcast named Yuval Levin, and he is so brilliant. But he talks about hope is not optimism. Hope is a sense of action. Hope is knowing that things will be good if we are good. So once you take ownership of what is yours, like your relationships, your community, your country, then you can start to see what sorts of actions you can take to begin to change the tone. So it's that. It's don't lose hope, don't check out. We got this.
We got this. Thank you so much for being here.